Hey guys, thanks for joining. We're back. Thank y'all for being here. Boy, this is a busy day. My goodness. But let's get into the show. I hope y'all are having a wonderful, wonderful day. Let me post this up here. Jeez. All right. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. All right, so we got a few topics that we're gonna run through. Hey, I see Tiff is in the building. Thanks for being here, Tiffany. Stacy Lane, I see you, love. I see you. I see you. Who else? Sunshine Rays is here. Felicia BW is here. Candlelight is here. Hey, ma'am. Thanks for being here. All right, so let's go ahead and jump on in. Of course, everything said is alleged. And in my opinion, I was telling you guys about the young lady named Dreamdoll. She's an influencer on, I think it's TikTok. She was pow down in Florida, I think it was, for altercation that had nothing to do with her. Let me take that down. But let's go ahead and get into it because the 911 video has been released. I'm going to go ahead and put my trigger up for that as well. Because, baby, there's so much going on. We're finding so many of our young people unalived out here, guys. Prayers up to all of the young people. You guys be safe. My God, you're supposed to be having fun for the summertime, going places and doing things. We should not be doing this many reports on our young people being missing or unalive for whatever reason. But let's get into this video. The frantic 911 call was made moments after influencer Dreamdoll Bree was pow down, you guys, in a Florida drive-by, pow-powing. It has been released. Shout out to the Stuff blog post. Let's get into this video.
911, what's the address of the emergency? Okay, where are you located, sir?
I'm not sure. I'm in Fort Lauderdale.
Are you in Fort Lauderdale or are you in Miramar, sir?
I don't know where I'm at.
Okay, where's the person now? Okay.
Please help me. Please.
I understand, sir. Hello.
Come location.
You need to give me a...
Hey, come to my location now. Come. Please come.
Hello.
Come. We're down the street.
Hello, sir.
I'm here. Yes, it's me. I don't know. We're down the location. Hold it.
Repeat that one more time. Ma'am.
Okay, so you guys can hear it is starting to get a little more frantic. So I had to stop it there. You guys get the gist of what happened. This was right after someone drove up and just sprayed this person's car. As you guys can see, this is a Lamborghini, cute colors like the candy paint type color. Anyway, they pulled up beside Bree on the driver's side and proceeded to shoot into the car. Okay, as you guys can see the bullet fragments here. And the car crashed into someone's home. This happened after some type of fight at a gas station. Bree was there, but she was not involved in said fight incident. And after which she got into the car to leave. Two other people got in the car with her. And unfortunately, they were pow, but they are in critical condition. They made it. Bree did not make it. Okay. But let's see. So this is newly released 911 call captured on a panic moment after influencer Dreamdoll Bree, real name Brianna Johnson, was pow in a unaliving Miramar drive-by pow-powing. Now, according to reports, callers begged for help as police and rescue crews were sent to the scene near Sunshine Boulevard early Sunday morning. Police says that Brianna was inside a lime green Lamborghini Urus with two men who when a white sedan, which we saw on video. I played the video for you guys yesterday. It looks like a white BMW SUV, pulled alongside the vehicle and opened fire. Brianna later passed away from her injuries while the two men were are critically wounded. Authorities say that the investigation remains active and no arrests have been announced at this time. Anyone with information being asked to contact the Miramar Police or Broward County Crime Stoppers. Okay. So if you guys want to hear this in its entirety, I'll drop it in the chat so that you guys can continue to listen. But I play just enough so that you guys can get a gist of what happened in that video. It's starting to get a little too crazy. And y'all know YouTube sometimes, honey, they be a little too sensitive. So I won't have to edit my video later, but let's continue. All right. So we're still talking about this Nolan Wells case. I ran across something as related to this, so we're going to look at it. Let's get into it. Again, happy hump day to everybody. This week is moving along real nice. All right. Let's get it pulled up. All right, shout out to Save Gens. All right, says that the culture claims that Nolan Wells' white friends were enraged over his white girlfriend. So let's get into this because I like to look at things from different perspectives. They're saying that they're still uncovering the truth about what happened. When accusations fly within hours, it's crucial to let the facts emerge. It says that the rush to judgment, fueled by assumptions about relationships, is a dangerous path. Let's seek understanding, not just speculation. I agree with that. You kind of do have to let the police and everyone involved do their jobs, but nevertheless, when we see things that look suspicious, then we can talk about it. Like the friends and family of the guys that were involved in inviting Nolan to this boat excursion, deactivating their accounts and not wanting to cooperate with police, and everybody being mute and saying that they don't remember anything or the events that happened on that day. It's kind of fugazi and it's kind of suspicious, right? So let's go ahead and get into this video of what these content creators had to say.
We don't know what happened. They might be guilty, but I sure as hell would like to find out first. You know, at least let's get a cause of death. And keep in mind, at this point, we didn't even know if he was alive or not when they were making these accusations.
What are we, 36, 72 hours into this, and they've already immediately said this is what it is. The very first post I saw yesterday was, "Don't be the only one," and I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
What do you mean? Don't be the only one?
Don't be the only black guy in the bunch.
Oh yeah, and of course, it's also come out that, and you know, and it didn't take long. I shared the post. Well, I screenshot it because I'm not going to give these terrible creators. I'm not going to let them get the engagement on it. I'm going to get the engagement.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, and I knew it was going to happen. It devolved immediately into he has a white girlfriend. You know, he has a white girlfriend. So this must have all happened because they're going to teach that boy a lesson. Yeah. You think you're our friend. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get you on the boat. We're going to take you out to Horn Island. We're going to get you a little bit of the alcohol poisoning, maybe slip you a little fentanyl, something like that. And we're going to leave you there to sunbake and die. And that'll teach you to mess with Becky. That's what the internet's saying.
Well,
we don't know what happened.
I don't know if that's what happened. It sounds a little far-fetched. I mean, if they know something we don't know, maybe share that with police because they're looking for any type of evidence that they can on this. I think a lot of speculations around surrounding what happened to this young man is definitely out there. People are speaking about it. Different content creators are coming up with their own theories of what they feel may have happened. But what we do know is that there was a very heated argument prior to this young man going missing, and he was definitely being screamed on and saying that he's not going to get on their effing boat, and you know the fingers being pointed. You could see the tension amongst these young men who were said to be friends and invited him there. So why is it that then he quickly goes, missing after that, or goes missing and nobody knows where he is or what happened to him, and they don't remember any of the events that happened that day? It was, like I said, was everybody high? I mean, was it just that hot outside that your brains were fried? I don't know. But nevertheless, while we're talking about it, there's some new evidence that we just ran across. So let's get into that in terms of Mr. Nolan. They're still investigating, but from what they're sharing, we will share with you guys as well. According to the Jasmine brand, there's an update that says no evidence of a crime found in Nolan Wells' death so far. Sheriffs say Jackson County, Mississippi Sheriff John Ledbetter tells TMZ that investigators have not yet uncovered evidence of a crime occurred in connection with 18-year-old Nolan Wells' death. According to the outlet, detectives have interviewed several friends and other witnesses to piece together his final hours. While everything gathered so far reportedly points away from a crime, it says that Ledbetter stressed the case remains open and could shift if new evidence surfaces. It said that his team is also sorting through a wave of emails, texts, and social media tips, most of which remain unverified. A key focus is a video circulating online that reportedly shows people arguing on a Horn Island where Wells' body was found before the footage cuts away. It says investigators are reportedly trying to determine what the clip shows and whether it relates to his death. Though Ledbetter noted that there are no surveillance cameras on the island, which probably why they asked him to come there. If they were going to do something to him, you want to go somewhere where there's not going to be cameras to capture any illegal activity that may have happened on that particular weekend. Again, there's no surveillance cameras on the island. Making outside footage or photos especially important. Authorities are asking anyone with material from the island to come forward. As reported, Wells vanished during a 4th of July trip to Horns Island, and his body was discovered days later. His family has since hired attorney Ben Crump to press for thorough investigation, and an official GoFundMe has been set up to support them. They probably have already made their mark for the GoFundMe. I told you guys that their GoFundMe, if you guys can see, let me see. Hold on. 1 second. Can y'all see it? Let me stop sharing and reshare. Let's see. Let's show it again for those of you that did not see it, because not everybody watched my last video, so kind of have to catch you guys up as we're talking. But there has been a GoFundMe set up for Mr. Nolan, and it is here. So let's refresh and see if they... Oh, okay. Yeah. So now they changed it, you guys, to 350K. So it's gone up to the amount, because it was 200 and something thousand. I think it was 250K. So now it's gone up to 350K. They have 5.6K donations so far. So as you guys can see, in loving memory of Nolan Xavier Wells, $232,206 has been raised of the 350K that they are seeking. Okay. Several people are donating. As you guys can see, one person gave generously $2,500. Okay. That's their top donation. That's impressive. So shout out to them. These are his parents. This is Mr. Nolan in the middle. He literally just graduated. But yeah, so that's the GoFundMe. I will put that information here in the chat as well. Again, for those of you, if you would like to participate in donating for or towards this family who just experienced this uncertain circumstance, okay, about their son. All right, let's move along, because there's something else that I found with Nicole Everything, because she's also reporting on it as well, and she has some very good information that I wanted to share and help spread around on this case with Nolan. Yeah, I hope he gets justice and they don't try to hurry up and fly through this case and just kind of sweep some stuff under the rug because of high profile people who, because there's a judge and attorney of the parents of 2 of the boys that are directly connected to the people who are connected probably to this case. The boys that were there, his alleged friends, there's a judge. One of their parents is a judge and the other parent is an attorney. So let's hope in this little small town that they're not trying to hide some things or, you know, sweep things under the rug to, you know, keep other people from being involved or losing their jobs or whatever the case may be. Y'all know how it is, child. When people are trying to protect others, they don't really want to do a thorough investigation because of who may be directly connected or get backlash from it as well. But let's get into this. Shout out to Nicole Everything. They said that new updates on Nolan Wells' case. The judge tells why her son, Warren, and friends left Nolan on the island. So let's go ahead and get into that. Okay. Ashley Cole, the parent of a friend of Nolan, who is also a judge, like I just told you guys, she reactivates her Facebook, you guys. When I told you guys they all deactivated their Facebooks, this lady has reactivated her Facebook and makes a post regarding what her son Warren told the sheriff's department about the day Nolan was left, or they say decided to stay on the island. So let's get into what was said, and then you guys can put in the chat what y'all think, okay? So Ashley Cole is the woman's name. It said that she is a judge. Okay. Now it said that our family, along with the community, grieves the loss of Nolan Wells. Our thoughts and prayers are with Nolan's family. Our son Warren loved Nolan dearly. Unfortunately, I feel that it is appropriate for our family to dispel some rumors with facts based upon the social media attention that is being diverted away from the Wells family and their loss. She says, yes, I deactivated my Facebook. Given the very heightened emotional state of social media right now, I fear for the safety of my child and my children. My husband and I have 6 children, and we covet their privacy. We do not believe that it is appropriate for our minor children's photographs to be circulated throughout the internet, presenting potential threats to their safety. I understand that. She says, I graduated high school with Christian Wells Wansley. Said that we are from the same community. I have the utmost respect for her and all of the Wells family. She says, we mourn the loss of Nolan with them. Our prayers have been and will continue to be with them. She goes on to say that my husband and I were not at Horn Island at any point of 4th of July. She says, no one in our family is trying in any way to impede with the investigation by law enforcement or to otherwise hamper the family and law enforcement's quest for answers. Warren was interviewed by the Jackson County Sheriff's Department and cooperated fully. He saw Nolan last around 3 p.m. on July the 4th. She goes on to say that we left around 4:30 p.m. when the boat was taking on the water. Who is we? Oh, they left. Okay, I'm about to say we, because you said you weren't there. So she said they, meaning her son Warren and his friends. They left around 4:30 p.m. when the boat was taking on water. And what's the rest of it? Let's see. Okay, and no one in our family is trying to. And okay, they left around 4:30 when the boat was taken on water, and they had an issue with the bilge pump. I guess that's how you say it. Nolan made a decision to stay on the island and return inland later with another group of friends. She says, yes, I am a judge. I also value transparency. I apologize if anyone was offended that I deleted my social media. There were no nefarious motivations in my deleting of my social media. Social media has a lot of positives, but a lot of negatives. We live in a world of clickbaiting, sad but true. She says, my family is hopeful that this information will help to redirect the information to the Wells family, their grief, and their need for our community support. So that is what one of the boys who is said to be Nolan's friends, his mother, who is a judge, she has reactivated her Facebook account, and she left this long post here in terms of why she got rid of her account or deactivated her account, and to say that her son did cooperate fully with the investigation with authorities when they questioned him. So she says she nor her other family wasn't there, just her son was there at the time. So that's all we have as far as that. Okay. Yeah, so she's a judge. She spoke out. You can tell she's a judge by the way she put her words together too. But let's keep going. Shout out to Nicole, everything on that. What y'all feel about that? Yeah, real friends do not leave. And even if they be like, even if he says, you know, I'm just stay here, like you're on an island that you probably never been to before. I would not leave my friend on an island. Even if they say, yeah, I'm gonna just stay here. I'm be like, girl, are you sure? Like, I think you should come with us because, you know, you don't really know nobody here. Anything could happen. Like, I would not want to leave. I would argue them down until they be like, okay, damn, I'm just come with y'all, right? Because I would feel bad as hell if I later found out that something happened to my friend and I didn't kind of push to make that person come with me to avoid, you know, something happening like this. Shit. Sad. So let's get into the next topic because I found another piece for ABC News for this Nolan case. We're going to stay on this case until we find out what the hell happened. And even when they tell us, it better sound right. Or we going to get to digging some more. Y'all know how it is with Carmelo, baby. They told us to ship with Carmelo. I said, oh, hell no. We about to keep digging. And thank God they've got the appeal and all of that. But let's get back on this Nolan thing, okay? New clues in Mississippi teens boating trip death. Now, according to ABC News, and shout out to them, an urgent investigation is still underway into the mysterious death of a Mississippi 18-year-old on the 4th of July. The family of Nolan Wells says that it plans to conduct its own investigation. Thank God they should. ABC News' Alex Perez has told the story. Let's get into this. Let's go. ABC News.
This morning, an urgent investigation to determine how 18-year-old Nolan Wells died on a boating trip with friends off the Mississippi Gulf Coast. As they await the results of the official autopsy, the Jackson County Sheriff's Office wants to hear from anyone who was on Horn Island over the 4th of July weekend.
I would urge anyone that had information or was on the island to let us interview you and take down as much information as we can to really piece together and figure out what may have happened.
Authorities say Wells' friends left the island and he stayed behind and was supposed to take a different boat back to the mainland Saturday, but never did. After a desperate search, Wells' body was found off the shore Monday. Investigators say they have no information at this time to indicate a crime was committed. And this morning, for the first time, we're seeing and hearing from Wells, who spoke with our affiliate WLOX on the day he signed to play college football.
It's truly a blessing, just being here with like some of my best friends, teammates, and we're all going to college together, most of us. So it's just truly a blessing to be here.
His high school coach saying Wells was much more than an outstanding football player and that he carried himself with humility, treated others with respect, worked hard, and led by example. The teenager's emotional family desperate for answers. They've hired civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who says his team will conduct an independent investigation.
And the family's new attorney, Ben Crump, says he will fight for the timely release of any records and witness accounts in this case. Nolan Wells would have turned 19 next month.
This morning,
that's going to be another blow for his mom, who's dealing with this situation of her son not being here. This is going to be another bittersweet moment. 4th of July, every 4th of July that comes around, she's going to think about, I lost my son on the 4th of July, right? It's not going to ever be the same. And now he has a birthday coming up where he'll be 19 years old. Let's not forget about the fact that he was signed to play football in college. So he definitely had a promising future. So he definitely had something to live for. So we're not going to say, oh, he committed suicide and unalived himself, because of all the things he had coming up. I don't think that he would want to give up his career in football, which it appears to be something that he enjoys, that he was looking forward to. We just heard him talk about it. He was enthusiastic about the upcoming season for him playing in college. Oh my God, that just kind of touched my heart a little bit. But this is sad. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens. The family, as I told you guys, they're going to conduct their own investigation on top of what the authorities are going to be doing, which is great. They're not giving up, but prayers up to the mom. I'm a mom of a son who plays sports. That would bother me. Like that, I would probably never get over that shit. Nice looking young man, very promising future. Damn, they're gonna have a double whammy next month with his birthday coming around. They're gonna be crying again, going through that whole, seem like you're just getting over losing him, and then birthday comes around and you got to relive that shit all over again. So prayers up for the mom, sending strength, sending condolences, and all of that. If you're watching my channel, sending love and prayers. All right.
An urgent investigation to determine how 18-year-old Nolan Wells died on a boating trip with friends off the Mississippi Gulf Coast. As they await the results of the official autopsy, the Jackson County Sheriff's Office wants to hear from anyone who was on Horn Island over the 4th of July weekend.
Now, a lot of people aren't going to want to go down to the police station and just give statements and sit for hours and hours. It's hot, it's nice outside. People want to enjoy their summer. They don't want to be involved in something that's not directly connected to them, even if they were there. But I feel like if someone knows something, just go down and say something. One little piece of information could be a piece of the puzzle to where they're actually trying to go to solve this case. Like, who knows? You could have seen something that could help crack this case. But a lot of times people say, when I see something, I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to be involved because I want my name tied into it. We got to get out of that, because it could be your child. This mother is grieving. This mother is going through it for 48 hours. She was up straight. She said, I got to get some rest because my brain is just like about to just die out, of trying to figure out, pacing and ranting, trying to figure out where the hell my son is. And then to hear that they found a body and it was him, that's another blow. Okay. So if anyone knows anything about this, please cooperate fully with police. All right. Call and give that information, honey. All right. So let's get out of cases into some reality TV talk now. Okay. Deb Antney, the mother of my phone about to die. The mother of rapper Waka Flocka, who just had his first baby. Y'all know when he and Tammy were together, he was experiencing some issues of being able to produce kids, but he has now announced that he has a son. Not sure who the girl is who he had the baby with, but he is a father now. He has a son, which is something he's always said he wanted. So congratulations to him on that. But let's talk about his mom, because Deb Antney, who is in the industry, she's kind of like a manager to several artists out there, including Waka Flocka. But she was supposed to do some type of boot camp style show where the Brat was supposed to be directly connected. They were going to do it together. And she says that Deb Antney kind of slighted her and went behind her back and did this show and got all the credit for it and all the money and everything else that came with it, and didn't tell her anything. So it kind of messed up their friendship a little bit. Okay. But let's get into it. Deb Antney has decided to speak out since the Brat has done a video to say, hey, I'm disappointed in her. I can't believe she would do this to me. Da, da, da. So people are like, damn, Deb Antney on that type of shit. Maybe they don't want to, do business with her now because of how Brat, maybe because Brat came out to give her account of her experience. So let's get into it. Shout out to Jasmine Brand. Then we'll do our commentary on the back end.
We did have something there that we wanted to do, which was a boot camp show. And we actually filmed a part to see the reaction of the people and what would happen. But the network denied us. Now, the boot camp that me and the Brat was talking about, it was going to be a real camp, like a real boot camp. Like we had went and scouted out the housing, where the boot camps was going to be, where they was going to be marching, like all the whole boot camp style thing. We did do that.
When you say it was going to be a real boot camp, because people will argue, well, Deb's house is like a boot camp because those girls.
Deb's house was not a boot camp. Let me just explain that to you. Let me just tell this to you. Deb's house was you against you, you versus you. Deb's house was a show for a lot of years, and that's how this all began, even us talking about it. You know, one of my biggest problems, I don't know how to keep my mouth shut. Like, I want to invite everybody into, when I have an idea, I want to invite everybody in. And this whole thing I talked to the Brat about. Now, this is my life, period. This is something that I like doing. I love building artists. That's something that I love doing. I love the Brat because me and the Brat was just so close. We was going through a lot of stuff. I don't kind of want to be there to talk about both of our personals at that time and things that we were going through. We were being hit with stuff that we need to make some more money. Let's come up. And I said, I came up with the camp, the boot camp. At that time, it wasn't called Deb's House because it wasn't about that. This one here, there was no woman versus another woman. But there also was a thing, and I don't want to get so confused up and bottled up in this stuff, that as I think about it, because mind you, this was some years ago. Impossible for Brat to not know that I was doing Deb's house because the Brat was supposed to come and invite everyone was supposed to come on to be a judge. That's facts. You can get the network, call them, do whatever. She was supposed to be the judge of that show. But
if we call the network, they're not giving us any information of inside information for a deal between you and Brat, right? You're supposed to come with receipts if you're gonna go live, but let's continue.
With her doing the Brat and Judy show, and as I started reading my emails, I'm remembering when Brat didn't even really want to do that show. That was me going at them because they was trying to be dirty to get them to really do the show, to be dirty, so at that time they could go after Judy. And it was a lot of stuff that was going on. I don't really know Judy, so I don't really want to discuss a lot of that stuff either, but it was a lot of rumors that was going on during that time. And the producers at that time were messy, okay? And I remember going in and going off on them. If you do something to her, you hurt her, you make her look bad, da-da-da-da. She know how all of that went down. Well, she never got to come on to my show, Deb's House, to be a guest. She knew all about the show. I called her. As far as her saying she see me and I said, hi to her, I'm supposed to come on to be a judge. That's facts. You can get the network, call them, do whatever. She was supposed to be the judge. As far as her saying she see me and I said hi to her and she just did whatever and not want to talk, wow, I don't remember that. What I do remember is I thought the Brat was still mad at me because I never attended her wedding. I had COVID. And I never came to the wedding. But I was at the baby shower. I was there. You know, I have texted her. She's not lying. I did text her, say I missed her, but she never did hit me back, and I didn't understand this. In a million years, Lauren, I could be the dumbest person on earth, but this is not Brat's doing, okay? And it was something that was coerced, you could tell. Why all these years later, this is second season, I'm about to do a third season, and you're just now coming up with I stole the show. Why? Now let's even go back. You called Brat that you brought him into this, which you called Brat that you brought him into this, which you wrong, because it wasn't Brat. Brat had nothing to do with this. At that time, there was other people that was in the network that was no longer there. Because there's a whole big issue about the black and white thing of WeTV. Everybody knows that, okay? He had nothing to do with this. But you made a phone call to him. Why would you not have said, oh, Deb's about to call you? Let me get Deb on the phone right now and call her. You have my numbers. My numbers didn't change. I have all the same numbers, okay? They didn't change.
So if all your numbers didn't change, it sounds like there was a miscommunication in business. If Brad is supposed to be your homegirl, your friend, you go into baby showers and you're that well connected with her, it seems like a simple conversation, because that's what Brad was alluding, that you didn't tell her or you didn't keep her in the loop of this business decision that you were doing, and you went behind her back and created a business off of the idea that you guys came up with together, which kind of makes you look like a snaky business person. That's what Brat was trying to say. And I agree with what let me go back up, because I saw something that definitely said when a person is talking that fast and they're lying. Yeah, I absolutely believe that. Sunshine Rays, thank you for saying that. Because Deb, she sounded like she's talking in circles. And you're giving notice too, when a person is giving information that's really not needed in a conversation, it's kind of like you're lying and trying to deflect a little bit, right? Stay on task of what we're talking about, because we don't care about no fucking baby shower. We're here to hear about why this business decision went this way and why was Brat cut out.
I'm so tired of people using this thing of stealing as an excuse every time. And that's because I don't defend me. I never come in and defend myself when a person says something. You called Brett that you brought him into this, which is wrong. I didn't say that I stole a show. He's wrong. They denied that show. That show was denied years ago. So why now come up? When I came up,
why not bring that contract to show that on, put it up to the screen, say, hey, contract shows right here. The show was denied. So I'm not sure what Brat's talking about. You're just talking. Let's remind everybody too that Deb Antney is a damn Trump supporter. Oh, she is a huge Trump supporter. Okay, we kind of see that attitude in you as well right here too, Deb. All right.
With Deb's house, I let Brett know. I didn't just do that to them. I love it. You know how bad this is piercing me? This hurts.
You called
This
her to let her
it
know
hurts.
that you were pitching Deb's house.
I'm sorry, honey.
I said you said you let her know. So you mean you called the Brat?
I told her about Deb's house. I told her. I didn't say that I stole a show.
I was watching TV. I just happened to see Deb's house, and I was like, let me just see what this is about. The network wanted to do a boot camp show. So we pitched it to them. Me, Deb, whatever happened, they ended up saying they wanted to do something else after that. So I had been holding on to this idea for a long time or whatever. And I had been talking back and forth to Deb. I got all the receipts. I hit him one day like, yo, me and Deb need to talk to you about doing a boot camp show. You know what I'm saying? So he goes, oh, she pitching it to me today.
Without you?
Damn. It's kind of the same idea. It's kind of the same.
That ain't what Deb just said. I'm believing Brat right here now.
Thing we pitched in the deck together. Some ideas were hers and some are mine. I'm not taking full credit for it, but it was our ideas collectively put together to build this boot camp. And I just didn't think she would go pitch it without me. I felt so stupid. I couldn't say shit to this man. I was watching.
That's some snaky shit right there. What y'all think? Deb, your account of it gives something completely different. If you were having this much conversation with Brat in terms of this boot camp show, why is it that you guys didn't do the show together? And then you went and did your own spinoff from the idea that you and Brat came up with together and monetized on it just solely by yourself versus cutting Brat in on it, since it was also her idea. You could have gave her a percentage or something, being that y'all talked up this idea and came up with it together as paperwork. Brat said she got receipts on it. So you sitting up here talking about you hurt. That's some narc behavior. What the fuck you hurt for when you cut her out? She should be hurt. Narcs feel that way, right? Oh, you hurt me. I'm hurt deep inside. I'm cut. I feel cut by this. What do you feel cut for? She feels cut because she was cut, right? Damn. Child. Let's move on, honey. No sympathy, Deb. Sorry. No sympathy, love. All right, so let's move along. Oh. Yeah, so I got to spin the block because how I missed this. Okay. So Big Tigger's now wife, who's about to be his ex-wife, who was seen in video yesterday. I showed you guys laying all over the floor, child, on all those Sheen bags. Given the best acting of her life. Okay. As previously reported, as you guys can see here, Alicia Brown was arrested in Georgia for outstanding Maryland kidnapping warrants in relation to the disappearance of her daughter. It says that now her mugshot following the arrest has been released. This is her. She looks crazy. She still has the mark here. All right, girl, they gonna braid you on back real good here soon. All right, so that's her mug shot. All right, looking crazy as hell. You can see the crazy in her eyes, right? Same person, but they don't look the same. Look at her eyes here. She looks very, relaxed here. She looks batshit crazy. The eyes is giving crazy. Like, yes, bitch, I'm about to snap off. All right, that's what she's giving. But let's continue. As you guys can see here, Big Tigger's wife, Alicia Brown, arrested in Georgia on kidnapping-related charges. The kidnapping is directly connected to her daughter, who is or has not been found. The father has been speaking up. We played his video this morning, his audio, where he's talking about he's been looking for his child on the day that Alicia was supposed to hand the child over per the courts to the father. The child went missing and no one has seen or heard from this child ever again. She refuses to tell where the child is, but the father did say weirdly in a video that I played this morning that he knows that the child is alive, to be exact. And I'm just like, how do you know that? Did she write you? Did she call you? Have you seen her in a park somewhere? Like what kind of interaction have you seen to make you know that this person is alive, right? Weird, but as you guys can see here, these are just all the updates and screenshots and all of that. Alicia Brown past arrest and ongoing missing child case resurfaces after abuse and cheating allegations. Now, it's been alleged that Big Tigger has called the police on this situation with the child being missing to kind of, I guess, take some of the heat off of him, or maybe go ahead and get her ass arrested to get her up off his back, because she's been doing the fucking most with recording all these videos and having her son record the most recent altercation where Tigger was trying to get his phone back from her when she snatched his phone and then ran and hid the phone underneath her body to keep him from getting his phone, because she wanted to go through it to get some type of evidence of him being unfaithful. So you guys saw all of that. This says that I didn't get into court until she was 7. This is what the father of Alicia had to say. Alicia, that where she has the child, this is the baby daddy, said that it took almost 1.5 years of court proceedings for me to walk away with full custody. By the very end of it, she said that she mysteriously vanished. She was ordered to be returned to my home. Williams remained determined to find his child. He says that I could never just walk away without her. He says there is not a day that goes by that I do not think about my daughter. He says that he believes that the mother is aware of Alicia's, or Leah, her name is Aaliyah's whereabouts. Okay, I'm about to call her Alicia. Aaliyah's whereabouts. So the father's name is Darrell Williams, and he is, of course, like I said, the father of Aaliyah, the missing girl, which is the daughter of Alicia Brown as well, who is married to Big Tigger. So for those of you that's been following this case with me, Alicia is arrested. She is in custody as of right now. I always say this: you got to be a sucky mom for the courts to take your child away. Like, you got to really not be doing shit as a parent for your kids, for them to just come and say, hey, the father is a better, person for the child to come and stay with. She does kind of exude mental issues. She does kind of give mental issues whenever you see her and how she reacts. The most recent video kind of showed that, where she was doing all this screaming and hollering and he wasn't even touching her. Like, oh my God, get off me, Tigger, get off me. And he's standing there like this. I was like, what is he doing? Let me rewind the video. Did I miss something? Because I swear I didn't blink. Maybe I blinked too long if I blinked. But yeah, it was a lot of crazy shit going on. But let's get up off that. That's the update on that. All right. A mess, right? A mess. A mess. Okay, so let's get into, I'm almost done, guys. So Shamia Morton, child, let's get into her from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get into Shamia. Lord have mercy. I really hope they find this girl wherever she is, and I hope she is alive. I really hope she's alive. All right, Shamia teases Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion with No Chaser TV. So let's get into what she has to say, because the reunion is quickly coming up. She was at Essence Festival, according to what they're saying here, and she was asked about the upcoming Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. So let's see what she has to say.
I understand you're somebody that is synonymous with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. The season is slowly coming down to an end. Do you think the reunion would possibly bring a nice little closure to maybe some stuff that's been going on this season?
You just have to wait and see. Reunion was filled with bombshells and edge of your seat moments. It was like, I'm exhausted. And I'm so happy it is done and behind us. But whether or not there's closure, well, you never know. So you just got to wait and see. Like, some people might think there's closure, but then you get into the next season and it's like crazy and chaotic. So I would like to think that everybody left with clear heads, clear hearts, clear minds, but I don't want to give a spoiler alert. So you just got to watch it.
Okay. So, of course, she can't tell a whole lot because the reunion has not aired as of yet. From what they could tell, Andy did say this is probably one of the best reunions yet. So we just gotta wait and see. The show will be coming. The next episode will be coming back on the 12th, I think it is. Yeah, on Sunday, because that's when they come on. As far as the reunion, we do not have a date as of yet because they're still showing episodes from this season. So as we get updates, so will you. All right, but that's what Shabir had to say. Last topic, Marie Monroe from Bell Collective. I don't know why she's doing this interview talking about and telling her castmates' business. The last video that we showed, she was saying that what's the child name? Latrice, she's saying Latrice don't really want to have no kids. Now on this recent episode, we saw where she was sitting down with Cliff, her husband, aka Ernie from Sesame Street. She was saying to him that she wants to become a mom now. He was saying he don't want to have no kids right now. So it was that whole back and forth of, yeah, I don't want no kids, and she's steady saying to him, I want kids. So Marie was saying in that interview, you know, talking about Latrice after she and Latrice had just ironed out the differences. Now you're saying, oh yeah, she's just saying that. She don't mean what she's saying about wanting to be a mom and have kids. Like, how do you know? Right? Y'all just became friends again after she stopped fooling with you. So I feel like that was distasteful. And now she's in this interview with No Chaser TV. Shout out to him. Marie feels that Tambra Cherise co-signs everything that Latrice said. So this is like an indirect dig at Latrice. Like, what's going on here? Let's get into what she had to say, though.
Alicia says that Bells sometimes pick and choose, and they have different energy than they have for her than they do with Latrice.
It has to be across the board. Let's get it together. If the collective is really going to move forward and really get back on track, then I need the ladies to have the same energy for me that they have for Latrice.
Do you think that some of the Bells have different energy for Letitia than they do for Latrice? Is that valid?
Well, they know not to. They know not to cross Latrice.
Oh, I see.
They know not to. Tambra, no. Anytime Latrice can't sneeze without Tambra say, "Oh, I saw a sneeze. Oh, I was right there. I was on the phone call. I was right there. Yes, I witnessed it. I was right there."
So, are you trying to say that Tambra is an ass kisser, especially when it comes to Latrice, because she might be afraid of her or something like that? Because Latrice is known to be up and fighting, child.
Every time Latrice says something, Tambra co-signs everything she said. So in a normal relationship, friendship, like, you don't have to validate everything your friends say. If it's true, it needs no validation. You know, they know.
Okay.
Latrice, well, she's one thing she's saying herself. She is the streets. And Latrice is not, like, I'm not trying to, and I'm just being honest. If I'm sitting here telling you, like, I'm not trying to, outside of the collective, trying to be at odds with Latrice, because I know she's the streets. When she says she's the streets, she's the streets.
Well, we saw that when that episode where Akeisha and them were still on the show, when that whole big fight broke out, and her family came up there to whatever type of location or something they would have. I think it was somebody's birthday, and the cast were all there, and it was like a huge fight broke out because Glendale got out of his seat and was on some crazy wild shit. Anyway, Akeisha's husband got caught up in the middle of that. Her family came up there, and I'm talking about, they were throwing blows. Like, it was like a real fight, and production was just like, oh my God, they didn't know what the hell to do. Cause, you know, Latrice had been called her street people up there, child, and they was ready to whoop ass, and it was a whole hot ass mess going on. Of course, sadly, that's the same episode after Akeisha and her husband, as well as So Gucci and her husband JJ, decided they no longer wanted to be on the show anymore because of all the stuff that was going on and said. And there was a lot of accusations going on where Latrice was saying that Akeisha stole her phone and that the location came on. Y'all remember we covered that, where she said the location came to where my phone was at your house or near your house, and you got my phone and you know where it is, and crazy stuff. But they do say that Latrice is very much so well connected to the streets, and she got some crazy ass cousins that don't mind pulling up and putting them paws upon your ass, right? So maybe the girls are a little afraid of Latrice and kind of let her kind of have her way on the show to avoid a little conflict, a little street conflict, if you will, right? But I guess shout out to Marie Monroe. Watch it, girl. Don't get her mad, all right? Don't get her mad. Again, I wish that Marie Monroe would focus on herself in interviews, because she really do be like talking about the cast and telling their business more so than talking about what she has going on, promoting your business. I see on the show she was getting ready to open up a new medical facility. I would talk about that so that you can bring more traffic there, right? Talking about Tambra being an ass kisser and Latrice having street connections ain't taking you nowhere. But talking about your business in terms of your building and trying to, you know, go to the next level in business, I would be talking about that. Fuck all that other stuff. That ain't bringing me no money. But what do y'all think? Shout out to everyone in the chat. Thank y'all for being here. Please don't forget to tap on that like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you've not done so. Check me out on all publications on the Caramel Rail. Thank you to my top flight mods, Tiffany Thomas TV, Truth TV Podcast, and Rose Armstead. Hey, Rose, thanks for being here. Thanks to all the content creators that joined, as well as all the Caramelians in the chat, as well as in the bushes. Shout out to you all. Happy hump day to you all. Let me get out of here, child. I will see you guys for our last video coming up. Shout out to you all. Y'all, okay. We're going to get on out of here now. All right. Again, don't forget to like up this video and hype up this video as well. Until the next one. Bye.
Hey.